Yo, what is up, guys? It's White Bursky here, and today, as you can see from the title, I've got another review for you guys for the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha Tekken 8 edition. So, first off, I want to say the reason I'm making a second review is because I think I've used this stick enough for you guys to give an actual honest review if you should buy it or not. The first review was kind of like a first hands-on compared to other sticks I've owned in the past, but this review is actually just a complete review of me after using this for 120 plus hours on Tekken already. So I've been heavy using this stick right here that you see. Well, actually, that's kind of half a lie. So as you can see, the stick looks completely different. If you saw my video on how to mod the stick, this is the result of it. Don't mind a few, nicks and cracks there, but anyway. So I wanted to give you guys an honest review of this stick. After using it so much, just so you guys have an idea if you guys want to buy it or if you guys are interested in just buying a Hori fighting stick alpha in general, like the normal one, not the Tekken edition one or another edition. I don't know how many they have, but yeah. So basically, the first thing I want to get into, which I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons first, right? Just to break it down a little for you guys. First up, the pros: it's light. It's very light. It's comfortable on your lap. It doesn't slide around because of the pads on the back. And I feel like the Hayabusa buttons were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Hayabusa buttons were pretty good. The lever also, in my first review, I was like, I don't know if I'm doing misinputs or if the stick is just too light for me or whatever, right? And as a result, I don't think you guys been okay, wait, no, I mean, I don't think the people who've been watching my lives are a lot of people who also watch the video, or the other way around, like people who watch the video haven't checked me in the live streams. I stream on YouTube, and a lot of people who came in asked me about how the stick was like during my live streams, and the lever was actually not that bad. I still had a couple misinputs. I don't know if that's the stick though, or if it was my fault. Especially like after 100 plus hours, I still had some misinputs with the lever, but I don't know if that's just me or just the stick, right? I'm gonna guess it's me, not the stick. But yeah, the buttons were amazing. The lever was great. The overall aesthetic was good, but there is, I think if I have to name some cons, there's one really big one, and that is that, bro, this stick gets dirty, bro. And I don't mean in like a bad way. Like, you have natural oils in your hand just from like sweat or I don't know if humidity is even a question, maybe, I don't know. But like, the more I played with this stick, because I played it a lot, right? I've been streaming, playing this game, playing Tekken every day, and using the stick for it, and it just got dirty a lot, bro. Like, I'm talking about like some stuff that accumulated on the plexiglass surface, the bowl top that had some dirt on it. I think the bowl top that had some dirt on it is actually pretty common, but like the shit on the plexiglass, that kind of annoyed me. And like, I kept cleaning it because I'm like, I don't like it when stuff is dirty, you know? I like to clean it and just have everything neat and clean, because that's like just the person how I am, right? So I think that's one of the biggest cons. To be honest, that's about it. Not gonna lie, I've smacked this thing a lot. Hey, bro, it's durable. I've smacked this stick so many times, like hard on this thing, right? And it just survived. And even when I modded it, you can see like the insides are completely fine. So it is, I don't want to say rage proof, but I've been hitting it quite a few times and like shaking it up in rage, and it's been holding out pretty good. So yeah, I think if you guys really want to get the stick, I got some Tekken open for you guys, but this is like with the new parts, so it's kind of like a mix. So it's a review and then a comparison together. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. If I'm gonna make this a little smaller and put it to the side, and then we're going to open up some Tekken here. I've got my beautiful Jin here. fighting Kazuya. And this is like with the stick that I modded. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird switching from a because this is, I don't, if you, for the people who watched my mod video, I've modded the sunless lever with a little bit of a heavier spring, so it's a lot more heavy to use, and it feels so weird going from something so light to something heavier, you know. Like as you can see, I do hit everything. Oh, not everything, but I'm hitting the electrics, and just the movement in general compared to the Hayabusa one is just, I don't know, it feels, I have to get used to it again. To be honest, everyone was saying that the Hayabusa lever was way too light, and I understand it in a way after using this this lever for a bit with the like added spring, added tension, I mean, for it to be a bit heavier. I can understand what people are saying with the lever with the Hayabusa is too light, and they want something heavier. But to be honest, it's not that bad. I kind of, in a way, you kind of like it that it's so light, if you know what I mean. It's like I don't want to compare it to sensitivity, but it maybe in a way it is. Because if it's lighter, it's easier to go left, right, you know, do like faster movements because it's easier to grab and go down, up, left, right, whatever, right? But yeah, other than that, I think the buttons compared to the Sanwa ones, I can definitely feel less mushiness. Not gonna lie. Like I'm just lightly pressing it to see when I get out of the menu. And they're very responsive. The Hayabusa buttons were also very responsive. So I think button wise, the only thing you'll notice a difference is like the change in mushiness. I guess that's the best way I can describe it, by the way. I'm so sorry if you're looking for something else, because I'm like thinking a lot and there's like no other word to describe the Hayabusa buttons compared to the Sanwa buttons. I think quality wise they're exactly the same. The Sanwa ones at the top are glossy and the Hayabusa ones are matte. So maybe for your fingers, it's nicer to have a glossy finish so you can slide them off easily. But maybe you want that little grip, if that makes sense. So you'd like the Hayabusa ones. The only reason, by the way, I'm telling you guys this, I got Sanwa buttons. There's only one reason, and that's that I couldn't buy Hayabusa buttons separately. And I'm going for, as you can see, I got a white ball top, white buttons, a bit of a lighter background. So I kind of wanted a white theme, and I couldn't buy Hayabusa buttons separately, let alone white. So that's why I got Sanwa buttons. I was happy with the Hayabusa buttons. They were good buttons. Let me just make this big for you guys again. They were good buttons. They were doing the job just fine. The lever, the only reason I got a Sanwa lever is because I really wanted to try one out. I had a Korean lever, I had a Hayabusa lever, of course, and now I have a Sanwa lever. So I've officially tested all three, right? And I've read people comments and hear people tell me in the streams, oh well, if you use the Korean lever, isn't the Korean lever better for Mishimas and stuff like that, right? And I'm a Mishima player. I play Jin. I've also played some Kazuya, but Jin's like my main Mishima. I've also played a bit of King, you know. The only reason I'm mentioning King is because he also has a lot of his giant swing, I mean, it has a lot of inputs. I think you have to go forward and then back and then down and down, back, down, forward, and then press 1. So it's a lot of motion. And I can officially say, after owning a Korean lever, a Sanwa lever, and a Hayabusa lever, and some people might hate me for this, but I don't think it matters, bro. Some are more comfortable, that's for sure, but it's like it's not gonna change the game. I've seen so many people go crazy about Korean levers. so many people go crazy about Sanwa levers compared to Hayabusa levers. Hayabusa's too light and stuff like that. But man, it really doesn't. For me at least, it does not matter, bro. And like all this talk about, oh no, Korean lever is better. It gives you an advantage. It's to be honest, it's all just. I wanted to say bullcrap. I don't know if that's so family friendly, you know, but it's all bullcrap. It doesn't really matter. You can play just as fine with a Sanwa lever as a Hayabusa lever. The only thing that changes is just the way it feels. But if you've been using a Hayabusa lever since day one, you won't notice the difference. Me switching from a Korean to Hayabusa, I definitely felt that the Hayabusa was a bit, a lot more light to just move left, right, up and down. But to be honest, it worked just fine. And after you get a little used to it, it doesn't really change the game that much for you. Now that I've used the Sanwa lever again, this one is a lot more, well, that's because of the spring I installed, but it's a lot more like heavier. I can definitely feel the difference in like heaviness, and I think I have to really get used to this lever compared to my Hayabusa one, because when I played with the Hayabusa one, I was like so relaxed with my arm because I knew I could just go like forward, down, forward super easily, and like I don't know, it felt a lot more I don't know, it's weird. But to be honest, at the end of the day, it's just a preference thing. If you like a lighter stick, go with the Hayabusa. If you want the standard normal okay, that's bad. No, never mind. I'm rewording what I'm saying, because if I say standard, then everyone's gonna think, oh, Sanwa is the standard practice. No, it's not. They're the same stick. The Hayabusa one's a little bit lighter than the San one, but not enough for someone to either notice if they haven't ever used a fighting stick. I mean, of course you're gonna notice like the small change in weight from going left and right, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be like a deal breaker for you. So if this is a first time stick you're buying, just go with your gut. The other fighting sticks, if you got other options and you're not too sure if you want to drop 250, because that's what I paid for this stick, but if you got the normal versions for like 160, 170, I think, and you're like thinking, oh, but it doesn't have Sanwa parts and it's so expensive, I don't know if I should get it, maybe I should just get another one, probably just get this one. The Hayabusa compared to Sanwa is not really gonna make a difference. It's all just kind of a name brand thing at this point. You know, if I give you a jacket of a Nike or a jacket of Adidas, it really doesn't matter. It's the same jacket, you know, just maybe the fabric is a bit different, but they're both gonna keep you warm. So maybe that's a bad comparison, but for me it makes sense. The Hayabusa and Sanwa are just very similar. The Korean one, on the other hand, is just a lot more heavier, but I don't think it's gonna make you a better player, or it's gonna be better for Mishimas. Maybe people say that because it is heavier, so it makes you like correct your inputs a lot better, because you can't mess up really because it's heavy, right? It's like a lot heavier, but other than that, it's really not that special. So yeah, I think that concludes everything I wanted to say about this stick. Now that I've used some Sanwa parts and having so many hours in Tekken, I can comfortably recommend this stick to you guys. If you want it, just go get it. If you have other options that are cheaper and you're not entirely sure if you should go with Hayabusa, because at the same price range or maybe just a bit more, you can get another stick with Sanwa parts. It's not that different. So just jump the gun, get the Hori one, or don't jump the gun and get a bit of a cheaper one, but don't let the Hayabusa parts discourage you from getting this stick. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, that concludes the review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments. If you got any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys at the next video or live stream. Peace.